Good morning, this is Alamon, and welcome back to Ulm Gone Mild. In our last episode, we ticked up 8 development points. That's kind of burying the lead, though. The War of the Protestant League finished. We refused a peace deal because one of my rules was no separate peacing, and that knocked us from +3 to -3 stability, which I think was a little on the harsh side. And then it forced through the peace deal immediately anyway. I still don't quite understand how that happened. I think you're only supposed to be able to get 1 negative stability each time they send you a peace offer, and at most, I declined 2. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Truce with Netherlands has ended, okay. So we sent that one, thing to... Oh, interesting. Which, oh no, I see. Yeah. So they just gained that province. Interesting. So we sent that emissary to them, suggesting that they weaken the Orangists or whatever for that one event. And I was sure that that was going to be an event chain, and that we'd keep having things pop back, reflecting repercussions of having done that. But nothing actually ever seemed to happen. So it's a little bit of a mystery to me. I think I'm actually rather curious to look up that mission later, or the event chain later. Cover negative stability. I will do this eventually. 5 prestige is not a huge thing, but that's actually not bad. Augsburg has 13 troops. Right now we have a force limit of almost certainly more than 20 right now. And we have a little bit of money to burn, so let's do it. I think maybe, well, what do we have right now? 722. Oh, we do have 2 cannons. That's nice. And only 40 days for the... Wait, why can't I do a third one? That's weird. Boy, I don't like sitting at -3 stability, but... in this situation, it truly is, just a number. It's not really harming us that much, although we're not getting the national taxation bonus. But our unrest is -3.67, even without paying our troops. Alright, so we finished that mission. Recover negative stability is the next one. Eventually we will do this, but it might be a few years, because I really want to get the Republican tradition up higher before I start spending those admin points. Oh, you know what? My national focus should probably not be military anymore. Although 636, that's a pretty nice, pretty balanced income. Yeah, no, let's put our national focus in admin. I think that that's definitely going to need the focus for now. We do have enough money for a level 1 advisor, for sure. We could actually have 2 of them, I think, and still be quite well afloat. Actually, no, 2 would be too much. Production efficiency might not be that bad. We don't make much money from production. Although probably a bit more than we used to. Yeah, 1.25. Still not that important, though. Maintain that diplomat, because Bohemia is the emperor now. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Parliamentarians, I swear we've seen this before. Maybe I've seen it in another game. Yeah, let's just keep losing church power, because it doesn't matter. Church power is only used, as far as I know, to change your focuses here. And right now, I'm very happy with what we have. The development cost we'd probably change if we were in a war, change back to the morale bonus. But we have more than enough. Ooh. Scotland. First circumnavigation. Okay, so it did eventually succeed. I was a little confused about this mission, or about this message. He was talking about them just reaching the Pacific, and then he died and all that. But no, okay, one ship made it home. Excuse me. Well, it won't be too much longer. I think certainly by 1650 we should have our province up to plus 60 development. And at that point, I don't know. I think I'm starting to get ready to pack it in once we have that achievement. The original goal was survive until 1821, but also one of the original goals was to have fewer than 40 episodes, and even on speed 5, the game's not moving as quickly as it should. I mean, I have it's not super duper beefy desktop, but it can certainly hold its own. It should be doing better than this, I think. Alright, whoa, hold the phone. Trade efficiency and no, we're just gonna take the money. Gain church power, or... yeah, we don't want that. Let's just gain the church power. Don't want to antagonize Austria. So Austria is still Catholic. I kind of thought that the War of the Protestant League was going to force Protestantism on Austria, but obviously not. Oh, I see. You know what? Yeah, this should have been obvious before. Austria had the Netherlands earlier. Now they do not. Yeah, they used to connect the Adriatic here all the way to whatever you call this up here. Whether you want to call it the Channel or the North Sea or what, this is kind of an awkward in-between stretch right there. Or at least, that's what I say as an ignorant American. So we can't build anything else quite yet. I mean, there is the fortification we could improve, but I don't think I want to spend that much money. You know, I think I might actually just kind of time-lapse this next bit here. Because I don't think anything interesting is going to happen for a while. We just need to keep that clock moving and keep our points coming in. So, we'll see. I'm going to try to do this in post-production. Maybe too much stuff goes on. Okay, this, though, we do have to look at. Lose one stability? Uh-huh, sure. Thank you, game. Thank you. Alright, here we go. So, we're now capped out perfectly on admin power. We didn't lose a single point. Time to dump that all in to the province. And, ooh, is that expensive? We got 4 points! Oh! Well, we only have 7 left to go until we get the achievement. assuming that nothing bugs out. 5 more to go. We can do this for sure. We actually now have another empty building slot. We have plenty of money. We could go for the manufactory, but I'm sure it would never pay for itself. Land force limit +1, that's not helpful for us because we can barely afford to keep even this many troops. Yeah, we're only less than 2/3 of our force limit. No need to upgrade that further. Courthouse doesn't matter. We know even at -3 stability we're fine. Production efficiency. That's a lot cheaper. I don't actually know if the math would work out to make that worthwhile. I don't know. It probably would be worthwhile. It's not that expensive. Are there any other kinds of buildings, though, that I'm going to want? So, obviously not Navy. It probably doesn't matter much, the trade buildings. Yeah, this is so cheap, 75. Let's just do it. It's one of the cheapest buildings available. So our Republican tradition is recovering nicely. It's going to be, well, another decade, really, until we have 100. But it's such a big drag on boosting stability, having even a little bit of... well, no, I can't put it that way. A little bit of negative Republican tradition, no. Just having anything but perfect Republican tradition makes stability so expensive to increase, which is for game balance, I understand. Republics tend to get too many monarch points compared to other forms of government because they don't have the constant stability drops that you get when you lose kings in monarchies. Which I'm sure we've all experienced this situation before, where you have a really old monarch and a really old heir. The monarch dies, the heir assumes the throne, and they have a really old heir, and then they die like the next year, and then the next old heir assumes the throne, and you can have chains like that where you all of a sudden lose tons of stability over the course of a decade or so due to all these decrepit heirs who keep dying. Oh, poor Austria. They didn't call us into this war. We are still allies. Yeah, absolutely, we're still allies. I'm very confused that they haven't called us into this. Are they just not... So you count as a defender. Okay, I think I get it. So Hungary is the war leader. We are not allied with Hungary. So let's take a look at that. Yep. Yep, they're boned. I mean, Commonwealth can sometimes be a little bit of a paper tiger. I mean, I'm sure we've all seen tons of games in which the Commonwealth has fragmented into tons of tiny little pieces because they just can't hold it together. France, though... I mean, what can you even say about France? I've never not seen AI France flourish. Never. I've seen screenshots of people showing, they were playing some country over in the rest of the world, and then they came to Europe and saw that France was all puny and all eaten up by the neighbors, but that is so the exception rather than the rule. How's our economy right now? Alright, so we're still getting about 3 ducats a month. If, hypothetically, we were to pull our army maintenance all the way up, we would still be making a profit. That's very good to see. Of course, when you're reinforcing troops, that is very expensive. Oh, we have stability and prestige, both at -3 right now. That's kind of cute. Our stability's recovered very nicely, I have to say. We got that one event during the time-lapse there. That was plus 15 stability. Or, sorry, plus... I wish. No, plus 15 prestige. We do have the Residenzstadt, which is a massive help in recovering the prestige. So I've been pumping all my points into admin power, knowing that I eventually have to improve my stability. I guess I'll just keep doing that. Of course, it's not going to take that much longer until we're capped out again. I mean, that's going to happen a lot faster than we're going to reach 100 Republican tradition. So maybe at this point what I do is I just put in points military and diplo development as they arise. And then I will put in admin development as I cap out, but only one at a time, until we get to the point where I can buy back all my stability and get to +1 again. Or if we do get an event that boosts stability, I would probably want to take advantage of that, actually. Although the math might not quite work out. Yeah, this is still +16 stability cost, so 116 admin points per point of stability. Multiply that by 4, and you have, what, 64 extra admin points. I guess it would still be debatably worth it. Be a net loss of 14 admin points. Well, actually, okay, now that's gone down a little bit, so it's getting better. No thanks, Nuremberg. So my mission is still recover negative stability, which will give me a little bit more prestige, which is nice. I need to start thinking about what my next campaign is going to be. I've been playing EU4 so intensively, I do feel like I need to switch games up. I have no idea how long this episode should be, actually, because I know that there's going to be some time-lapse stuff in there, and I don't know how much that's going to shorten it. Just kind of rambling out loud right now. I've had all these Euro Truck videos up lately, because I just really got into that for a little while. And I know that the videos are almost always very boring. It's sort of this absurdist performance art to even post that kind of stuff. Especially when there's no commentary, because... So I have this NVIDIA Shadow Play. Right. Ooh, very nice. That's not much money to lose at all for 10 prestige. Yeah, NVIDIA Shadow Play. And the way that works is I can use it as a normal recording software. Like I hit the button to start recording, and I do my stuff, and then I hit the button to stop recording. But it also has an instant, sort of an instant replay kind of feature, where you can set a rolling buffer. I have it set to 3 minutes. So if something really interesting just happened, I can hit another hotkey, and it will save a 3-minute long video of the 3 minutes that have just happened. And then I can cut that to size, for whatever I want. So I've been using that a fair bit in Euro Truck, with no microphone commentary, so I know it's all very much throwaway content, but I was just having some fun with it. I've been losing a lot of subscribers, actually, doing that, which I don't care too much about. Which is not to say that I don't care about, my loyal viewers and all that, but if somebody sees a Euro Truck video and they go, "Oh, I hate this channel, I never want to watch it again," well, that's fine, go where you want. Boy, Cologne. Yeah, I've commented on this before, but Cologne really expanded well. Republican tradition is getting really good now, actually. So we're now to the point where if I got a stability boosting event, I would come out ahead if I boosted our stability by 4. Excuse me. Before taking the stability boost. Because that would be a cost of, 112 per stability boost. Okay, now just 110 per stability boost. So now we So the idea is going from +1 to +2 stability costs an extra 50% to your cost, which at base is +50 admin points. And if I were to buy up 4 stability at this rate right now with a +10% to the cost, that would cost me an extra 40. So pay an extra 40 to get a 50 bonus, Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, keep bringing in new bureaucratic candidates. I wonder if we can... I think we can probably get another Diplo development point. I don't think that we're up to that expensive yet. Yeah, 238 versus 278, yeah. Getting close, though. You know, I could actually finish this off right now, couldn't I? No, not quite. Or could I? It's right on the edge. It's right on the edge. No, I want to at least have reasonable stability. I should probably end this episode here, though. So, good night, sleep tight, and don't let the grayskin bite. Bye-bye.